It's your boy Divij. Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the one thing, this is two, the one thing that we all struggle with as men: time management. We all have the same 24 hours a day, but how we spend it determines who we become in the future. It determines who we are now. It's so important that we're using our time efficiently, because if we're not, then in 10 years we're gonna look back and say, holy shit, I fucked up. And no one wants to have regret, right? Regret is one of those things that none of us ever want to have to face. One thing that Gary Vaynerchuk talks about, if you're in your early 20s and you're struggling with what you want to do in your life, go talk to somebody who's in their 80s, 90s, someone who's older, and ask them what their biggest regret is. They'll tell you what their biggest regrets are, and you can use that and try to apply it to your own life. And that's one thing that I've done, is I've talked to people who are in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and I've said, what is your biggest regret? What do you fucking regret so much that you wish you could take a fucking time machine, go back into time, and then change it? And they've all told me the same thing: not properly using their time. I've struggled with this a lot, hanging out with people that I wish I didn't really hang out with, because looking back, it didn't benefit me in any way. It didn't provide me any growth. It didn't provide me any positive change. I was stuck in my same routine of doing the same shit with the same people, and I had to make that change. I had to realize that it's okay to leave people behind. It's okay to say, you know what, I need to keep moving forward with my life, and I don't want to stay stagnant. No one wants to stay stagnant, guys. I mean, we've all heard that saying about like comfort kills growth, and it's so true. People who are time wasters, right? If you can change those people and you can bring them with you, you're the leader, and that's fantastic. But if you can't, it's okay to leave them behind. You can still be civil, you can still talk to them, but don't spend too much time with those types of people, because you know how they say, you are the average of whatever, the 5 people that you hang out with the most. And it's so true. With that being said, how do we actually become more efficient with our time? I use this thing. All right, cool, I'm done. So I use my daily agenda to basically write down exactly what I'm gonna do the next day. And I like to plan out my days pretty much the evening before. So around 9 p.m., I'll usually sit down for about 20 minutes and I'll plan out exactly what I'm gonna do the following day, so that when I wake up, I have a plan of action, I'm not completely lost. And look, guys, the world has so many distractions. It's so easy to get caught up in your phone, on YouTube, on Instagram, and not be productive. But when you outline exactly what you wanna do with your time, it helps so much. This is an idea of what my productive day looks like. I'll usually wake up between 4:30 and 6 a.m. Sometimes I'll wake up 6:15, and that's still okay, I don't mind. You know, I go through my morning routine, which I've talked about in my previous video, then go to the gym, come back, shower, and immediately I feel refreshed, I feel great, I just worked out. So the first thing I do is I film a video. Then I basically get into my emails. You know, I do certain things that I have to do for my business, meetings, calls, all that good stuff. Then I'll edit the video, post it, and after I post the video, I've kind of knocked out one of those tasks that I really want to get done every day. Then what I do from there is I block out my schedule in minutes, so I know exactly what I'm doing pretty much every single minute of the day. The problem with this is you can get burnt out, but doing this can make you feel like a robot, and nobody wants to feel like a robot. You want to feel like you're a human. You want to be doing things that you enjoy when you want to do them, right? You don't have to be fully on your fucking like robotic grind 24/7, but the key is make sure that you have at least 6 to 8 hours in your day that are blocked out, planned, scheduled, and more structured. Now, some people don't work like that. Some people prefer the flexibility. Some people just want to kind of go with what their instinct is or whatever they're feeling in that moment. And I think that's cool too, but for me, that personally does not work. I have to figure out exactly what I'm doing for a certain amount of time. And that for me is usually between, you know, 6:15, 6:30 a.m. up to about 5 or 6 p.m. After that, you know, I might go to the beach, I might go do something else. It really just depends on how I'm feeling in that day. The point of all this is you want to make sure that you're doing things that are going to make you hit those goals that you want to hit. So let's say your goal is to become fucking beef, bro. You just want to get these muscles, you want to feel fucking fantastic, you want to look great, you want aesthetics, you want abs, all that good stuff. How are you going to get there, right? What time are you going to wake up? How many miles a day are you going to run? Areas of your body are you lifting on a certain day? What are you lifting on Monday? What are you lifting on Wednesday? It's important to have a plan, and that's my thing, is just make sure that time management is at the top of your list, because guys, trust me, I wasted so much fucking time doing so much dumb shit in my life that I look back now and I'm like, if I had just implemented my daily agenda, just literally just writing shit down every day and planning out what I'm gonna do would have saved me so much time. And if I'm doing a certain task, not being distracted by something else. So let's say from 9 a.m. to 9:30, my task is specifically just to respond to emails. In that time, it's very possible that I'll get a text message, I'll get a call, I'll see something on the fucking news, I'll hear something in a podcast that gets me thinking. You cannot let the distractions get to you. You have to finish that task and then move on to the next one, because doing multiple things at once is just gonna make you feel unproductive. You may feel like you're doing a lot, but you're really not, because you're not fully focusing on that one specific thing. So don't spread yourself too thin, because you have plenty of time in the day to do everything that you wanna do. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, turn post notifications on, and stay tuned for another video coming tomorrow. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. You know, I've been doing a lot of shit on this channel talking about like real estate, and then I'll do vlogs, talk about success, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want this channel to be about. Curious what you guys have enjoyed the most so far, whether it's the gold digger pranks, you know, the health talk, the morning routine talk, like whatever it is, just let me know, put it in the comments. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.